Hi everyone, this is Mario here from LEDs for Less. In this tutorial we're going to show you how to install our RGB headlights on your Jeep Wrangler anywhere from a 97 to 2017. The first step you're going to want to do is open your hood, and you're going to find 6 of these pins on your grill, and you're just going to remove them with a flathead screwdriver. Once you removed all 6 pins from the top of the grill, you're going to want to come down here to your turn signal harness before you take the grill off, or else you're going to rip off your turn signals. So there's a red clip on the bottom that slides towards you, and then a clip that you push up. Once you have both of those unlocked, you can slide the harness right out. So now that you've undone both of the turn signal harnesses, you should be able to remove the grill completely and get to the headlights like this. So once you get to this point, you're going to see that your headlights are secured with a chrome bezel. This bezel is tightened down with 4 screws that have a Torx T15 head on them. So you're going to want to use one of these tools to undo all 4 of those screws. So now that we've got the headlight completely removed from the Jeep, we're going to talk a little bit about installation, the difference between installing these on a Jeep TJ anywhere from a 97 to 2006, or the newer Jeep Wranglers anywhere from an 07 to 2017. So if you're installing these on your Jeep TJ anywhere from a 97 to 2006, you're not going to need the extra adapters that come in the box. So you won't need this anti-flicker cable or this H4 to H13 cable. You basically just take the existing plug on the back and install it into the factory harness on your Jeep. So if you are installing these on a newer Jeep Wrangler 07 to 2017, you are going to use these adapters. They plug into each other just like this. This end right here is going to go into the new headlight housing. On the back like that. And then this end is going to go into the factory plug-in on your Jeep Wrangler. So before we seal this all up, I wanted to talk to you guys about this little plug on the back. This little plug is actually the one that controls the RGB halo function. And it comes with a harness, and depending on which package you bought, if you bought just the halo headlights, it's going to come with a harness that looks like this. One side is going to go to the power on your battery, then it's going to have 2 leads on the other side, one for each headlight. Now this JK is actually set up for the fog light combo as well, so it came with the exact same setup on this side, but it has 4 coming out this side, so 2 for the fog lights, 2 for the headlights, and we're going to go into depth on how to wire these up. So like I mentioned before, this harness that I showed you has 2 leads coming off the back of them. They're labeled 1 and 2. You're going to take the one that's labeled 1 and match it up to the headlight that's going to be on your left-hand side, so your driver's side. And you're going to take the plug, and there's actually 2 little arrows. I don't know if you can see it, but they line up, they plug in right like that, and then you screw this little cap on all the way. Just repeat the process with the same with the other headlight. So on the other side of this box, you're actually going to have 4 wires coming out of it. And you're going to have this black wire that's going to go to the negative on your battery. You're going to have this red wire that's going to go to the positive on your battery. And you're going to have these other 2 wires, again labeled 1 and 2. Now these 2 wires get spliced in to your turn signals if you want your halos to flash amber when you have your turn signals on. This is an extra function that you can have done. It's not required. You can always just use the RGB halo function on your headlights. This is nice though when you want to have a turn signal function. So we're going to go into depth on how to wire those in. If you want to use the turn signal function, locate your turn signal harness, which is the one that we removed in order to get the grill off. Now this harness has 3 wires on it. It has a black wire, a middle white wire that's actually got a green stripe through the middle of it, and then you have a white wire on the end that has a tan stripe. The white wire on the end that has a tan stripe is actually the wire that controls the turn signal function. So at this point, you're going to take the yellow wire that's labeled 1, Now this is the wire that's going to control the turn signal function on the driver's side headlight. Now since this white wire ends up all the way down by the battery, you're going to want to extend it with a longer wire coming back to this turn signal harness. Once you come back to this turn signal harness, you're going to splice into this wire with the tan stripe on it. Like I mentioned a second ago, you are going to have to extend this yellow wire that ends up by the battery back to your driver's side turn signal. And luckily the kit comes with 2 of these, which hook up right to the yellow wire and the green wire. So once you hook these up, crimp them down, and throw some electrical tape on them, you can run them back to those wiring harnesses that I showed you on the turn signals. Now we just need to put everything back together the way we took it off. Start by doing the bezels around the headlights, getting those headlights back on, then putting the grill back on with those 6 pins, and at the very end just putting in the turn signal harness back on the turn signals. So we have everything put back together on the Jeep. I'm going to show you guys how to use the app for the headlights. So download an app called Colorful Light. It should be a blue light bulb with a hand on it. Fire it up, make sure that your Bluetooth is turned on your device, and you're going to get this screen once it is working. So you're going to get this color wheel with a few different options, but as soon as you touch a specific color on the color wheel, your headlights will start changing to that color. Like I said, this one has the fog lights as well, so you'll be able to control both of them at the same time. There are multiple functions and light effects on this app that you can mess around with, but for now I'm just going to teach you the basics, and it's messing around with the color wheel. You have these color set options at the bottom, and when you want to turn them off, just hit the black. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned how to install your RGB headlights. If you have any questions or comments, give us a phone call or email us at info@bestledsforless.com. Catch you on the next one.